There is a viral video when MIRIA MATEMBE was reminding the jailed Director of Communication of Parliament, Chris OBORE, about corruption. And she reminded him to keep the promise when they used to fight corruption before he joined Parliament. We all know the Director of Communication, Chris OBORE, was jailed together with others for fraudulently acquiring money. That was insane. In fact, here's a tape when MIRIA MATEMBE was reminding him.
This gentleman there, OBORE?
Yes.
This is a man who used to appear with me on KFM, and he was spitting fire on government. I am sure if today OBORE was not employed by Parliament for his survival, he would be spitting fire. Parliamentarians are entitled to get allowance, they are entitled to drive vehicles, they are entitled even to be helped in medical terms and even when they die. But can't you put this within the context of the economy? But now,
she came to the same Parliament. When we were not in Parliament, I have seen the records. She was paid wholesale package. She never left it.
What is that?
When they were getting loans, money for cars, they were given. She got money for a car, also got a minister vehicle. She didn't say, I don't need a minister vehicle. She got a police escort. Then when he seems to withdraw from her, she says government is wrong. That is double standard.
Can you stop
government cannot be wrong because MATEMBE is not there.
To give MATEMBE,
pigs let you
Chris,
a loser.
Chris,
These are the people.
She did not sponsor the pigs. She did not sponsor the pigs.
I'm telling you.
Shut up.
And you
Chris,
you went to stand, you lost.
MATEMBE, don't call him a crook.
Don't. He's a double standard.
You would even beg for transport at KFM. You harassing
Chris.
You.
Chris.
We never had these policies of robbing people. So when he sits here and shouts on top of his voice, he thinks he can destroy the character of MATEMBE. She can't. Yes, I accept I was reshuffled from cabinet for speaking the truth and refusing the term limit removal.
That is the tape. In Uganda, I don't know what is the problem. People may be on the right path. The moment they join the NRM government, they change tune and they start stealing public funds. And I think there's a saying that goes like, one rotten tomato can affect others. The regime of NRM thrives on corruption. Even people who may seem to be on the right track, they change tune. For example, Norbert Mao joined government. A person who was decorated for fighting for human rights is now silent at when human rights are being abused almost each and every day, and is in the same docket that is takes over those issues. It's a means of justice. Ever since they abducted Lukwago, they abducted other people, Sarah Birete, MIRIA MATEMBE, we've not seen any statements from Norbert Mao as a minister of justice. So it clearly shows you that anyone who joins the NRM regime maybe learns from their leader when it comes to corruption and other things. So the purpose of this video, I've come to talk about the statements which were made by MATEMBE against Chris OBORE, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials you can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're into this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagari. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, the arrest of these employees of Parliament came too late. I remember they did a parliamentary exhibition where these people were stealing money insanely with impunity. There are some employees in government who can steal without so much impunity. These people would draw money to their private account. Even after exhibition, they used to do so. So we clearly see that they were up to something. They stole stupidly. In other governments, the IGG would have done its job before the public, because the IGG is mandated, okay, to investigate corruption. But if the IGG also has to wait for the public to publish something, it clearly shows you the shortfall within those organizations. And in fact, if I was the president, the first people to overhauls the IGG office. You can't wait for the public to first give you signal. You can't wait for the president later to tax you to investigate something, because he even took the president to write a letter to investigate parliament. We cannot continue like that. So in that video, MIRIA Matembe reminding the director of communication, it shows you that once upon a time, these people be on the right track until they join the criminal NRM government. In fact, it's not only Matembe, even the tweets which were done by Chris OBORE, okay, they can tell for themselves. I can read you a tweet. In 2019, before Chris OBORE joined parliament, he made a tweet: if you are educated and then given a responsibility to help the peasants with government programs, then you cheat peasants. Are you educated, stupid, greedy, or what? Who will drop us if all we know is stealing? That is Chris OBORE in 2019. Now he has been jailed because of stifling public funds worth 5 billion. Okay? So you clearly see that once upon a time, he also had Uganda at heart. We can continue. Again in 2019, before he joined the government, he once came out to say, with all ethical infrastructure in place, IGG, Ethics, Integration Ministry, Auditor General, Internal Auditor General, CID, churches, mosques, etc., why does corruption keep rising in Uganda? We have normalized the fraud and deception. Those institutions need re-examination. That is Chris OBORE in 2019. Now, after joining the regime, is caught in a same scandal. I do believe 5 billion, money that was stolen in ANITA and Mong's regime, is a tip of the iceberg. Yes, they must be investigated, jailed. The Auditor General came out to say that Uganda loses 10 trillion per year through corruption. It means that although right now the state is doing the right thing, arresting this culprit in parliament, but they cast the net wider. Part of it, the arrest in parliament, is because it was politically motivated. The real people who steal real money, almost 10 trillion per year, are not touched. That's why we must not become excited because of these arrests. Of course, we are happy people who steal public funds are being touched, but we must not be happy because the real people who steal public money are never touched. Because NRM thrives on corruption. And if indeed General Museveni wants us to believe that he's fighting corruption, let them arrest all these people, the PSAs, the ministers, the cooperatives. General Museveni has ever come out to say that if he decides to chase everyone, he may fail to work with some people. That means he doesn't have the real zeal to fight against corruption. Even what we see is a hoodwink. That's my thought. Of course, as my PM is truly Mr. Makindi Kabir Suleiman Magali. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I'm motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.